Greetings, Cosmos, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. So yesterday, I got this whole thing started, and so now, I just going around challenging folk in the hopes of getting some cards to improve my deck. Whoops. You can ante a card that's of lower quality, value, question mark, than the other card you have available. And it'll tell you that you're anteing a low quality card. And you'll get worse prizes from a specific list, and I forget what that specific list is. Let's see here. 1500, 13. Yep. Like, there's a couple of cards in specific that I want to get a hold of. Alright, so... Ooh! Doron! This one's actually pretty important. I mentioned before that a monster can only use its effect if it's face down. So if you have a way to flip a monster back face down, you can recycle its effect. And cards like Doron that just outright create more copies of themselves or copies of other cards go great with a card called Darkness Approaches, which in the physical card game is one of the worst cards in the game. Because you discard 2 cards from your hand to turn a monster face down. But in this game, it just turns all your monsters face down, so if any of them have effects, you can reuse them. Okay, so... let's see here. Cost 319, cost 121. Mask of Darkness. A lot of these cards are too expensive for me. Let's see here. Tremendous Fire. Oh, what? Okay, so... Black Pendant, cost 100. Details? I can't... That's one frustrating thing about this. If a card is too expensive for you to use, you don't even get to know what it does. A spectral figure that joins others to bring doom to foes. Victory is automatic if the final message is completed. So yeah, there's a couple of ways to automatically win the game. Get all 5 pieces of Exodia in your hand, do whatever this nonsense is, and... oh, 255. This one just powers up any monster by 500 points, or 1 level as the game calls it. Let's see here, Last Day of Witch. Oh yeah, here's the original image of this, rather than the censored English version. Kiseitai, which was a very weird card in the actual card game. Let's see here. This is one of those win more cards. Cost 87. I'm not level 87 yet. Oh goodness, Zero Ritual. Goodness, what was I thinking? Well, apparently none of the cards I was after are here right now. Except I may as well pick up a Mask of Darkness. Anyway, something. If you enter a code on this from a physical card on this, it'll get added to the shop and you can buy it. Alright, so, art. Okay, so... It's weird that I have to edit my trunk and my deck separately. So I'm gonna add Mask of Darkness to my deck. It's a fiend. Oh, it's a dark type fiend. Summon dark. Alright, so what was I looking for? Oh, right. I remembered now. Petite Moth. Now I'm getting to the cards that I have copies of but aren't in my deck. The Unhappy Maiden. 100 defense and no attack power. Last warrior for another planet. Okay, now I'm getting to the cards I don't have a physical copy of. For monsters, their cost is based entirely on their stats. Alright, so this one can be fine for an ante, but if I use this, it's a low level. So it gets you it from a specific set of cards. Alright, so let's see here. Poor opening hand. Alright, so that's what, 600, 600. And I think water defeats fire. So yeah, this will list one card for each player on this screen. Well, up to one card, and that's the card that is in the graveyard. Alright, so... Oh hey, the last warrior for another planet. Trade those two, this brings more attack power to the field than I would otherwise have. Oh, a trap. Gotta be careful when there's a trap. Interesting. $3,000 Domino. Nice. And the Portrait Secret. I can't actually afford this one. This is the card that he uses in the anime. Good idea. They can't complain about us here. Okay. Let me pick. Okay, so Gale Ogre. So, tribute the Gale Ogre to summon more infant. So there's two weakness cycles, I suppose you could call them. And with like each card in the, or each attribute in the cycle being weak to the next. I'm gonna finish that thought eventually. And then there are cards with the divine attribute that are weak to nothing. And as you saw earlier, if you attack a card with an attribute that it's weak to, it will win the fight automatically, skipping damage calculation. And so that's why Karibo can defeat Blue Eyes White Dragon with no issue. Yay! Dark Gray. Okay, so I guess I can only exit like this. Okay, so I'm not sure that I'm ready to battle Rex yet. I need to increase my level first. So, what details uses anti? The house of adhesive tape is not great. I'll replace with something better later. If an enemy attacks with 500 or less attack power, the house will wipe it out. There, now I can distribute these two in order to summon this. You know, in the physical card game I used to play The Last Warrior for Another Planet, it was a terrible idea. But apparently there are formats in which it was actually pretty good because it prevents your opponent from and yourself from special summoning, which is huge. Alright, so that. And boom. 53 monies. Electric Snake. I might be able to beat Rex Raptor. Good to know. Alright, some folk you can only battle once. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Check out the card shop again. Because like every time you win, like another 20 cards or so are added. Oh hey look, the left arm of the Forbidden One. If I wanted to assemble all 5 pieces, I could try it in auto-win strategy, but considering how this game works, that would be a terrible idea. Let's see here. So let's see. Monster Egg, Djinn, Necrolancer. Whoops! I wanted to look at the details of that one. Oh well. The mouth of Fire Reaper. Details. So you can use this card's effect to inflict 50 damage to the opponent. So yeah, monsters' cost is entirely based on their stats. And spells and traps are based on whatever Konami feels like making it. Trap Master. It costs 103, so I can't use it yet, but oh, is that a valuable card. Hourglass of Life, also valuable. Dark Assailant. Warrior, prevent red, everyone. Princess of Tsurugi. I feel like I should know what Tsurugi means, but I don't. I think it's something sword related. Dark Energy, Vile Germs. All. Okay, field spells. Parrot Dragon. Lego. Let's see. Machine King. Doesn't have any effect in this game. Goddess of Whimsy. She can sacrifice for herself to draw a card. Not a good trade-off in my book. So yeah, monsters like this, which used to be the bread and butter of basic beatdown decks, too expensive to play until I reach level 260. Which I will be unlikely to do this playthrough. Let's see here. I do like how this game forces you to think strategically from a position of weakness, rather than just being able to steamroll over everything. To me, that seems like a really fun gimmick, so long as you're up for it. Let's see. Red. Queen of Autumn Leaves. Do not recognize that name. Curse Breaker. Okay, so sign that this game doesn't go. Ooh. Not actually very good, but heck yes. Something that this game never bothers to explain, I don't think was explained well in the instruction booklet either, is what levels are. Because like each monster has a level, but that's not what Curse Breaker was talking about. Monsters' stats can go up or down by quote-unquote levels, and you see those numbers in play as just numbers on the card, 1, 2, 3, etc. Yes. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, I should call it right now, but I want to battle Rex Raptor with my new cards. Let's see here. Trunk. Add to trunk. Add to trunk. What was I saying? Okay. ADHD blast processing has kicked in. Where's the trap hole? Whoops. If an opponent attacks with 3,000 less attack, this destroys the attacking monster. Amazing. Okay, so... Torrential Tribute. I thought I got at least one more card I wanted to add to the deck. Anyway, I should be calling it, but I want to at least challenge Rex Raptor with my new cards. This game forces you to do all kinds of tricks and stuff rather than just building a powerful deck and walking over everything. But in exchange, the game plays fair. Boy, really? Okay, so... So, acid trap hole, very valuable. Oh, right, look, you see that number in the lower left corner? 1, that's an increase in attack and defense of 500 points. This one costs some life points to use, but costs 1,000 life points to use, but powers up all monsters on my side of the field by 1 level. Like, in the physical card game, for a long time, by the time this game released, there were already generic power increasing cards. Now just increase the power of whatever card you equipped it to, although equipped cards were awful. But that kind of thing. For a long time, this game, the one generic power-up, Megamorph, is ridiculously expensive. And in the upper left corner of this card, you can see the number of tributes it requires, just like with monsters. Oh, I had a chance to summon a thing. Ocubeam. It is a fairy. Alright, so... The Haunt of Ghost Deck users, leave while you can. Zombie deck. I guess I have to do something else to attract Rex's attention. So, I'm gonna toss these two into play. Don't have to worry about them being annihilated by my opponent for a while yet. Later on, opponents will just blatantly break the rules and have multiple copies of cards I'm only allowed one or two of. Like, say, Harpy's Feather Duster. Alright, so... I like how they have a little E to let you know that a card's been expended. Tried to attack my unhappy maiden because it was face down, and they will attack anytime they feel like there's a chance of victory, including when that you have face down monsters. Alright. 260 monies, Crass Clown. Lost. Challenged Mr. Bonz in the cemetery past here. I may be able to win. I challenged him, but Hehe, you wanted to duel with me? I never turned down anyone's challenge. You look weak enough to. But on one condition, we duel for locator cards. Your locator card's as good as mine. Hehehe. Okay, so... getting the same setup as before. Alright, can't attack on turn 1. Let's see, this requires a Mask of Darkness. So if I want to just have a win more button, I can tribute 2 monsters and activate that to turn my Mask of Darkness into a Mask of Shine and Bright. Alright, so... this thing being divine, it exists outside of the standard weakness chain, so in order to defeat it, my opponent needs to actually destroy it with a spell, trap, or attack, rather than just relying on a weakness chain. And as far as I can tell, that's the only bit of value that ritual monsters really provide. Oh, right, because I had a face-down card. Yeah, it took 4 cards to bring out a Mask of Shining Bright. A ghostly pumpkin with the ability to power up the player's Armored Zombie, Dragon Zombie, and Clown Zombie, and play those 3 specific cards rather than the card game, the physical game where it just powers up all zombies over the course of multiple turns. Okay, so join me. This time I got one of the locator cards. I need 4 more to go. Join me next time when I'm gonna visit the card shop once more. Obsessively. No. Dream Cloud, which I can't use yet. Yamatano Dragon. Alright, Dark Plant, Ancient Tool. I am looking for specific cards here. This is Fiend's Hand. What's this do? So yeah, you can use this card's effect to destroy itself and an opposing monster. At that point you've used up your summon for basically the effect of a spell card. Sword. Okay, Axe of Despair. Uncensored. Your duelist level is too low. This can't be put in the deck. Oh, heck yes. Cost 200. Want it anyway. I have one of these already and I'm only allowed one. I might actually reach level 200 by the end of this, I'm not sure. Let's see here. Spirit of the Mountain, an elderly magician that raises mountains with his flute. He has the power to turn the field into a mountain. Boring. This card has a drawback in the physical card game in that it costs 1,000 life points to attack with her. And it took me way too long to realize that she was a counterpart to the mystical elf. IAL, getting closer to completing this. Alright, so... Warrior elimination. Destroys all warriors on the field. Can't get this yet. 255 because it powers up any creature of your choice. Stainstorm. Heck yes. Heck yes. Shadow Spell, why not? Yama Dragon Ritual. I don't know what a Yama Dragon is. Go to Mountain Warrior. Gate Guardian Ritual, which requires Songa, Kazugen, and Suijin. So again, a win more button. Ultimate Dragon Ritual requires 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Curse of the Trihorn Dragon. So yeah, the actual ritual monsters you can also just summon, but they cost 5 or 255 each, no matter what their stats are. Field Gardener costs 532 points because of its massive defense. Let's see, Beast of Guildford. And Infinite Dismissal, another card that I wanted. Yeah, may as well change out my single double tribute monster for that. So, okay, so I can swap cards out from my deck and into my deck as I go. $250, $200. 15. Okay, so then alright, so Shadow Spell. Oh, I need to be a higher level, but this reduces the attack of one enemy, usually the most powerful one, by 500 points. Okay, Infinite Dismissal. Valuable because it costs 0, meaning that since your deck has to have exactly 40 cards, this frees up deck cost for other cards. It buys you a turn by immobilizing an attacker. Like, basically just cancels out their attack. I don't know why they didn't just make it negate attack, because Infinite Dismissal in the physical card game is something entirely different. Alright, join me next time when I try to challenge Rex Raptor again. I'll see you then.